Welcome to the medieval Convento di San Giacomo in the heart of Italy. The big story in this episode is the progress on the air conditioning. It is well underway in the Orangerie already, and now we've begun the installation in the villa as well. We're also moving a lot of earth around to expand a parking lot, and we are continuing to address the problems with damp. In this episode, I'll tell you about a famous local artist whose paintings we have a large collection of here. I will show you some art being made at the convent now, and I'll take you on a walk with my miniature red poodle, Rudy. Poor Rudy, he's looking for his hole. Rudy had a hole underneath the hedge that used to be here. Had, I don't know, some creature, maybe Rudy, I'm not sure, had dug a hole underneath the hedge. You couldn't see it. I didn't know it was there for the longest time. Until one day I saw Rudy appear from inside the hedge, and I finally figured out what he'd been doing in there. He'd been inside of a hole. It's very unlike him. He's a very clean dog, but he loved this hole. I've been waiting for the day that this hedge comes out because I hate this hole. And now poor Rudy, his favorite hole has disappeared. What will he do? And already Rudy's discovered a new hole. He's going to replace his old hole within 30 seconds of losing it. Did you just find a new hole? Thank God there's a rock in your way, so you can't get in there. Oh well. It's so peaceful now. It's been so busy and wild we have 5 different teams here working on different projects simultaneously. It's chaotic and it's exciting, and it's a lot to manage and to keep straight. It's kind of amazing these evenings, just after everybody's left, I'm taking Rudy for a walk through the olive grove and just enjoying the quiet. The irises are in bloom. How beautiful. And very romantic next to this stone wall that kind of just ends. Look at this gate. It looks so funny now that the hedge is gone. It's quite random. I love this carpet of daisies on the lawn down here. It's so pretty. Wow, this is so cool. My friend Polina is an artist and she's doing some work in here today. This is gorgeous. I love her work because it's an experience. You're not really seeing it here, actually. It's really about the moment when it's made. She captures the way that pigments and water spread out and interact with each other. And so she records the motion of the pigment when it's moving across the paper, and it has this very kind of like ethereal element to it that reminds me of marbled paper. You can see ultimately the result is it kind of like makes these kind of paths the way that a river network kind of branches out, or a tree. But this one's already done and it's drying now. But I'll put a link because I'm sure she'll post videos of having made this, so you can see it the way that she intends for it to be seen. I'm waiting for my laundry to finish, and I've just stepped out of the laundry room. It's moments like this in the middle of the daily tedium that just rip me out of whatever I'm doing and thrust me into the incredible magic of this place. I see that Giovanni left me a gift. He told me about this. It's his homemade grappa and some eggs from his hens that he keeps. It's really kind of him. Here's Giovanni up on the roof of the cloister. He is rerouting this downspout because the place where it empties out into the courtyard here doesn't have a drain, so he's rerouting it over the roof of the cloister and down into the corner here where there is actually a drain into the cistern. And then also, while he's up there, he's going to help me out with the ropes here for the church bells. One of them was blowing in the wind and got stuck on the corner of this window and won't pull anymore. So while he's up there, he's going to just flip that off of there, and hopefully we'll be able to ring that middle bell again. How about this in the entry hall of the villa? We are about to get air conditioning. It's very exciting, although it's probably time to find a different place for this Dorazio rug. I had it here because it needs to be cleaned. Dorazio was a famous abstract painter who worked through most of the 20th century, and for a long time he taught painting at UPenn in my hometown of Philadelphia. And shortly after that he moved here to Todi, and he lived here for 30 years in another convent, which actually you can see on the hillside just across the river from San Giacomo. I really love this painting of his in the Grand Salon, although it's not really representative of his work. In much of his work, he used bright colors and much more definitive lines. This gallery corridor doesn't have any of his paintings in it, but I've been considering naming it after a gallery/bookshop that Dorazio co-founded, which was called L'Âge d'Or, or Golden Age in French. So I've started thinking of this as L'Âge Corridor. Anyway, we have a lot of Dorazio paintings at the convent. And then we also have a carpet that was done to one of his designs, but it's definitely time to get it out of here because this is now a construction zone. This lovely bedroom here with a view onto the cloister and a view of Todi and the chapel. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Today, this channel was dug. This hole goes to the outside, and outside here is the roof of the apartment wing. Rudy, what are you doing down there? Rudy, come on, buddy. Can you come find me? And so the roof of this building around the side there will have the external unit. The refrigerant will enter through here, and then this channel in the wall will get plastered over, and then the new heating and cooling unit will go beneath the window there. You can also get to the roof through this tiny little window. Earlier today, I saw Marianne was out here fixing some of the roof tiles. So you can see there's the hole in the side of the wall, and the external unit will be hidden out here, so you won't be able to see it from anywhere. And then actually there will be another one hidden over here, which will service the apartment below. It has begun. So we are regrading the parking lot up on the hillside there. You can't even see that there is a parking lot there at the moment, but the truck is parked in the parking lot, and there's a little ledge a few feet below the parking lot, which is where the digger is right now. And we are gonna try to level out the whole thing so that the parking lot becomes quite a bit bigger than it currently is. It used to have a wooden fence around it that was all rotted, so that has come down. And now we're gonna try to make a bigger parking lot. We are going to take the viburnum hedge from the terrace where the pool is about to go, and we're gonna put that where the rotted fence was, and hopefully that will prevent me from having to have a new fence built. That would be wonderful. So we might get a major parking lot improvement out of all of this, which would be fantastic. We'd be able to have more cars park here. Wow, look at this ditch that he's building. That's where the new hedge will go. And then you can kind of see here the difference in level. So hopefully we'll be able to build up the parking lot a little bit on this side so that it'll become bigger. Here, what would be really nice about a slightly larger parking lot is you'd be able to get cars parked on both sides with a lane in the middle to get in and out. So we'd really basically double the capacity of the parking lot by just adding a few extra feet. It would be great. It's a windy day. I love watching the tops of cypress trees blow in the wind. We have this great cypress tree lined drive here leading up to our gate, but it really doesn't register the way that you want a cypress lined drive to, in part because we have this hedge on either side, but in part because we have other shrubs and trees, like this one here is not part of it. Oh, that's pretty. There's a flowering tree there that's also not part of it. I would really love to clean this up at some point so that you get that kind of really iconic, sparse, cypress-lined drive leading up to the gate there. That would be amazing. Now you can see they've snaked the cords and tubes through the channel in the wall. And then we'll just close that back up. This is the main staircase of the villa. Yes, you can see through to the outside. It looks an absolute mess, but it'll look better later because basically they're going to track something into the wall there, so at least we won't be able to see it when it's done. Fabio is outside on the roof feeding the tube through the hole in the wall in here. Rudy and I have come over to inspect the air conditioning installation. You can see this external unit has been attached to the wall, and it's got this tube going up to the master bedroom above. And then they've dug a channel in the ground here that already looks like they've poured some cement over top of the pipes that they've laid. And I didn't even know that there was this well here for utilities, but there is. So they've dug up, this is kind of cool. So they've dug up a few of the stones here, and there's another one over here. And so they've got this external unit in over here, and I think 2 of the corresponding internal units. This is the grand salon behind this wall. Those units are already in. And then there's a 3rd one here that goes up over the kitchen to one of the bedrooms. And they dug a channel all along the base of the wall here to lay the tubes, and they've already begun to fill that back in. Some of it goes into this well here, which runs into this utility room beneath the grand salon. I see Giovanni has been in here. They had to rip out the windowsill that was here in order to put the air conditioning unit down below. And Giovanni came in and he used some of these brick tiles that we had left over, and he cut them down to size to make a new windowsill. And he's put some plaster over the holes, and I think he's probably got another round of it before painting. But yeah, so now we have a new windowsill. I hear the sweet sound of air coming out of this unit. It's heat. I guess, yes, that's what the red circle means. And there's more coming out the bottom. Oh, it's so nice. I can hear it, but it's like a whisper. It's so much quieter than the fan coil unit that was heating this room before. And unlike the fan coil unit that was heating the room before, this unit can also produce cold air. Oh, this feels like a big moment of progress. Wow, the parking lot looks so much bigger than I expected it to, because I knew that we were going to fill in this area here on the right, but I wasn't really accounting for the fact that we were also going to gain more room here on the left by digging out the earth on the mound there to fill in over here. So actually, the parking lot has doubled in size. This is great. And we have a bunch of Tree of Heaven branches that they cut down, thank goodness. The Tree of Heaven is, despite its lovely name, it is among the most invasive plants in Europe and North America, for that matter. You know, for the first probably 2 years that I was here, I really felt like every time I would finish a project, it would instantly just dissolve into the ocean of projects remaining to be done. It was really hard to feel like I was making any progress. And making these videos really helps me to keep track of and to see the progress that I've been making here. And so I just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching these videos and for the encouragement to continue doing this. I know not a lot of people are watching yet, but I just love doing it. So I'm going to continue making these videos. We have really just scratched the surface. The projects that are coming up are bigger and more exciting, and are really going to make a huge impact on this incredible place. So stay tuned and like this video and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you like. I read all of the comments, and at this point I respond to them all too, so let me know what you think. Thank you again, and ciao for now from Convento di San Giacomo.